Greetings to all of humanity. It is really my joy, my pleasure, my honor to be reaching out to you and bring this message of emancipation to you, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. Now, I want to send a special greeting to my brothers and my sisters who are followers of the message of William Branham all around the world, especially my brothers and sisters at the Third Exodus Assembly in Trinidad and Tobago and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Even though many of them would say to me that I am not their brother or their sister, I realize that they fail to understand that we are all one and that there's only one universal consciousness. We all depend on the same air to breathe, and the same power to put us to sleep, and the same power wake us up. And each and every one of us in this world have the same needs, and all of us use money, and money was for us a thought, it was for us an idea, it was for us imagine. And there's only one creative power in this world, and it's the power of imagination, and that is what I've been teaching. Therefore, if you're listening to me for the very first time, or if you're listening to me with any judgment at all, at least I'm encouraging you, before you judge me, listen to me first of all, even to the end of this video. Now, the basis of my teaching is that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. That the Bible is not literal, neither is the Bible secular history. For the Bible is written symbolically, and it has no reference to anyone that existed thousands of years ago, or to any actual event that took place on earth thousands of years ago. From Genesis 1 to Revelation 22, it's all a great psychological drama. It all have to do with the human psyche. Now, if you do not believe me, all you have to do is tell me of one thing that was done in the Bible. From Genesis 1 to Revelation 22, that wasn't for us a thought, that wasn't for us mental, that wasn't for us psychological. Or tell me one thing that William Branham would have preached that wasn't for us mental or psychological, or wasn't for us a thought. Or one thing that Brother Vin would have preached that wasn't for us mental, or for us psychological, or for us a thought. Or tell me of one thing that you depend upon in this world that wasn't for us a thought, or wasn't for us an idea. So I teach that God is your imagination, which is the creator in everyone. And that is why St. John 1 and 3 says that without him, there isn't anything made that was made, for all things were made by him. And I teach you that him is not a man who existed 2,000 years ago. That him is a personification of your own human imagination, which is the creator in everyone. Now, I want to speak to you concerning religion and the subconscious mind. Now, many people fail to realize that they have a conscious and a subconscious mind. And they also fail to realize that they are missing the very first universal law that governs all of humanity and governs the universe, the entire universe. Because they fail to understand the law of mentalism, that everything is mental, everything is first a thought. So anyone who belongs in any form of religion, they miss the law of mentalism. And they fail to realize that the universe itself is mental. They fail to realize that all things exist within the human imagination. And they fail to realize that Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and 11 tells you that the world is downloaded in you, and you are beholding an outer projection of that which is within you. So you think it is little you existing in a big world, but no, you're seeing an outer projection. And so you can go within through meditation, and you can change the universe within you to fit how you want to live on the outside, and can teach anyone how to do that. So if you want to move from a place of poverty to a place of affluence, I can teach you all of that. Okay, so let me go into what I really want to speak to you about concerning the subconscious mind. Okay, now the subconscious mind is like the earth, and we refer to the earth as Mother Earth. Whatever you sow in the earth, it's going to give back to you. You're told as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You're also told that as you sow, so shall you reap. And all of that is speaking about the subconscious mind. Because as I said to you already, the Bible is parabolic. Okay, it's written in parables. It is symbolic. Also, with the subconscious mind, your subconscious mind receives whatever message you give it as a feeling. And that is hidden in the story of Esau and Jacob with Isaac being blind. Isaac represents the subconscious mind. That is why you can go in your imagination and smell and feel and all these things to manifest whatever you want to manifest back here. That's why feeling brings the blessing. When it tells you that Jacob received the feeling, it is teaching you that you can actually check your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind do not know the difference. That's what it is teaching you. It's not a literal story. No, so because you're born in this world in a state of forgetfulness, which is a state of amnesia, and you forget who you are, that is what it really means when it says that you're born in sin and shaped in iniquity. So sin is ignorance of not knowing who you are. So those who set up the system, which is the political system, the religious system, and the school system, they know about the subconscious mind. And so they put programs in the schools to program your subconscious mind from the time you're born from your mother's womb up to the age of say 7 or 8. So whatever is sown in your subconscious mind from those early years is what you would know and what you would dwell on, and what would become basically your adulthood. And that is why if a person raised in a Muslim country and you didn't raise in a Muslim country, you would ask yourself, how can a man strap bombs on himself and blow up himself? Because you were never raised that way. Your subconscious mind was never fed with that kind of indoctrination. But say you live in the Caribbean, like myself, your subconscious mind be filled with that indoctrination of a God outside of yourself, of a man who died on a cross 2,000 years ago with special powers, and that man's supposed to live in you, but yet you can't do the same thing that he did. You can't turn literal water into wine, and I wrote a book on that called How to Turn Water into Wine. You can't walk on water to prove that the Bible is actually literal, because if he is in you, you must do the same thing. If you plant pumpkin, you can't go and reap watermelon. You cannot check the laws of the universe. I wrote a book on that called Can't Be Proven Wrong by Any Christian. You can't plant pumpkin and reap watermelon. You can't say Jesus was a literal man that walked the earth thousands of years ago, and now he lives inside of you in spirit form, and you cannot perform all of the works. But I'm saying to you, Jesus is a representation of your own human imagination. Okay, so let me go on concerning the subconscious mind. So, my brother and my sisters, when you grow up in the message of William Branham, or you've been taught to believe in William Branham, or you've been taught to believe anything at all, anyone from any religion, it doesn't matter what. When you listen to tapes over and over and over and over and over again, what you're doing, you're programming your subconscious mind. When you buy a DVD from Brother Vin, which we used to do, at all Exodus Assembly, especially when we went to convention and so on, and you listen it over and over and over and over, what you're doing, you're programming your subconscious mind. If a person keep telling themselves over and over and over that they are poor and that they are broke, that is what they will provide. Because that's what they're feeding the subconscious mind with. When I leave the Total Exodus Assembly and I feed my subconscious mind with the positive things, and I allow myself to have an open mind, it allows me to write 9 books, and I'm still writing books, and I continue to write books and continue to reach out to people and continue to teach people. And the pastor used to all the time say that a man will always gravitate towards that which he secretly loves. And secretly within myself, I always want to be of value to humanity. I always was to help people, and I get into Christianity because I asked myself many years ago, who am I? With tears in my eye. So my whole ambition in life was to know who am I and who is God for myself. And I've come to discover who am I, and further than that, I've come to discover that I am a mystic. I've come to realize that I'm a prophet and a mystic is the same people. Okay, and we are all prophets. We have a prophetic side of ourselves, so you can actually write your own prophecy. It's the secret of that is right in Habakkuk chapter 2. I teach people how to do that, to manifest their reality consciously. And so, my brother and my sisters, when I started doing my YouTube channel, I started reaching out to my brother and my sister at the Total Exodus Assembly, and many believe that I was hurting, or I had something against anyone, and so on, and they didn't realize that I would have experienced an awakening, and all I want to do is to help them. And so, even as I'm speaking to you right now, I see my battery is getting low because I would have already made some videos before. So my brother and my sisters, I want to say to you that you can reprogram your subconscious mind. And if you would like me to help you, to teach you how to reprogram your subconscious mind, I'm willing to help you to reprogram your subconscious mind and learn to love yourself, to believe in yourself, and to embrace in yourself, and to understand that the Bible is a book of secret. And there's a man here who can turn on the light to teach you how to prove those secrets for yourself. This is not a belief, this is something practical. I teach you exactly what to do to have these experiences, and then you will know that truly you have a magical side of your being and you can prophesy your life. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.